So, anybody heard of Edison? Yeah? He had a bit of a light bulb moment. And he's one of America's most prolific inventors. And what he used to do is he actually attributed all his inventions to a certain technique, right? And what it was, anybody seen those Chinese meditation balls? They've got bells in. You twiddle them around. Yeah? You're looking confused. You've not seen them. No. So he sat in his favourite chair and he'd get all comfy, right? And what he'd do is he would think of the desired result that he wants. He don't think of the problem. Everybody thinks, how do I solve this problem? What's the key? Problem. Yeah? So how do we feel about problems? Do you like problems? Nobody likes problems. So what's that going to do to how you feel about it? You're going to feel stressed about it because it's a problem. So that's why he didn't think of the problem that he wanted to solve. What he would think of is that moment when he gets that idea, you know how good it feels? When you're trying to remember something and you go, oh yes, Sarah, that was her name. Oh, you feel relief, don't you? Yeah? Because you wanted to remember it. Or it's like you're trying to figure out, how does this bloody piece of furniture go to... Oh, I've got that upside down. And you feel relief because you've worked it out. Yeah? So that feeling is chemicals. Norepinephrine, endorphin, dopamine, the reward centers. So what he used to do is he used to dwell on the feeling of getting the answer. That excitement. Right? Now, has anybody fallen asleep, woken up in the morning and thought, I had a right idea last night, but I can't remember what it is. Anybody? Yeah? Well, they say memory. They say ideas have a natural entropy. They dissolve. They disappear. Right? So there's a thing called theta brainwave state. Has anybody heard of that? So your brain resonates at different frequencies, from half a cycle per second up to 60 cycles per second. So they're broken down into different bands. 0 to 4 is delta, comatose, deep, deep sleep, no dreaming, not much is going on in there. Yeah? 4 to 8 hertz is theta brainwave state. As an adult, we can only achieve theta brainwave state with our eyes closed. We need to reduce the amount of data coming in to be able to lower the frequency of the brain. Meditation that's the aim of meditation, is to get into theta brainwave state. Children between the age of 2 and about 7 are predominantly in theta brainwave state. It switches off the conscious mind, it switches off the rational mind. And this is why children will believe in Santa and fairies and everything like that, because it is a dream state. Yeah? You're not rational in that point. But what it does is it allows you to hear and feel your intuition, the inner voice, your subconscious mind, which knows the answer. And I'll be able to tell you scientifically on some other time, because I haven't got time, of how that does know the answer. So, what we need to do is quiet the mind to get the truth, to get the answer. So that's what it do, and that's what happens to you. As you're drifting off, you go into theta brainwave state. That state where you're kind of half asleep, half awake. You feel like you're awake, but if you wanted to move, you couldn't. That's theta brainwave state. That's a deep meditative state, right? You're still conscious of your thoughts, but moving is kind of out the equation at the moment, right? And then you fall asleep. So it's at that point you get the idea, and then you fall asleep. Because you've switched off your rational mind. You're in theta brainwave state, you hear the great idea, you fall asleep, you wake up in the morning, you bloody forgot it. It's a cruel mistress though, because it tells you had one, doesn't it? It'd be better if you forgot it completely. So, keeping the emotion, what your brain does, it goes, how did I do that? I better figure it out, right? So what you do is a technique called segment intention. It's like a mini version of this. So before you hit the phone, right, what you're going to do is you're going to close your eyes. You're going to take some nice, slow, deep breaths as if you were going to do a meditation. Feel the tension in your body and just allow it to relax. Yeah? And then what you're going to do is you're going to picture the other person on the other end of the phone going, brilliant, that sounds amazing, right? Oh, send me 2 of those. Send me 10 of those. Yeah? How excited would you be if they said, brilliant, right? Can I have 1 of those, 3 of those, 4 of those, and can you put them on monthly repeat? I'd be like, fist bump moment, yes. Yeah? Focus on that energy. Yeah? Focus on that energy. Get yourself into that position. When you can physically feel it, do it. That's the moment you should be doing it. If you're sat there going, oh, I'm not sure about this, nobody's ever interested, don't do it.
You need to get back to Edison and his balls.
Right. So.
Sorry.
So Edison, when he was sat in his favourite chair playing with his balls, right? What? You said it. What he would do is he'd drift off to sleep, but he'd drop the balls and that would wake him up. He'd have a pen and paper next to him. And the idea that came to him just as he was drifting off, he still remembers it.